Alrighty, chat, thanks for... This has been happening for a while, hasn't it? Thanks for sticking around. To appreciate y'all being here. Hope all is well on this fine Thursday. I can't believe it's Thursday. Okay, we're just gonna start over, chat. I'm just gonna get rid of that. I don't need it. What's going on, y'all? Thanks for being here. Do appreciate y'all. What's poppin'? All right. Right. All right. There we go. They almost had it, Jeff, did they? And then it went sideways again, huh? It happens, I guess. It happens. Yeah, by the way, this whole automatic combine attach thing, I am so down to mess with this. It is amazing how often you guys mention something and it's like, wait a minute. I didn't know that was a thing. I don't really go and dive in the settings and look at all that stuff because honestly, I don't want to mess it up. Oh. As soon as I walked away, they became friends. Dang it. Hate when that happens. But no, it's great because you guys will mention something that, you know, you've been doing or using for 47 years, and then I'm like, well, I didn't know that was even a thing. That's what makes this community so great, honestly. I'm definitely down to mess with it. I just don't have any headers up here. So, well, headers on like trailers. So I need to wait a minute before I mess with it, but I'm down, because that's cool. That's way cool. Just saying. Never noticed it till now. Nice. I mean, there's a lot of settings, and like I said, I just don't want to mess with them. I don't want to break stuff. Because I know I'll change something and break it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to run this combine back to home real quick, right after I get this field done. I technically still have one field up here, right? Yeah, but I want to figure this out, so. I want to mess with it. So, yeah. Most people don't. Yeah, I mean, said I don't mess with settings too often. I don't like to. I don't want to make stuff. Okay, so vehicle set. No, not vehicle settings. Not that vehicle. In here. Okay, so this is for this combine, right? That's interesting. Very, very interesting. Wow. And they're all turned off. Interesting, yeah. A lot of settings in here. I've never looked in here. Oh, man. So we're going to turn that on. And just see what it does. I was killing time waiting for the thing to empty me, honestly. So that's why I was just sitting there for so long. It maybe got a little awkward, but you know. Hi, it's me. I'm awkward. All right. So the only thing I don't understand is where's it gonna leave the header cart? That's the part I don't understand. But we're about to figure it all out, chat. We're going back to our homestead right now. We're going to ditch the pickup head. We're going to grab a draper head on a trailer. And then we'll set it up for field 1 right there by the homestead and see if we can get its work. Obviously, the field doesn't need to be harvested, but it doesn't know that. It doesn't know that part, so. Look it up. Okay. I'm wondering if I need to set like the direction, like the little arrow thing. Yeah, I've never used this setting before, 22, 25, nothing, so. But I'm definitely down to learn. Definitely down to learn, chat. As you can tell by my commute home, because realistically, I should have just gone and harvested 17. What fun is that? Actually, what we should do really fast is take this guy and assign him to 17, because honestly, there's only 1 or 2 tippers there with 2 combines, so it's not going to be enough to keep up. Well, that's a problem. Buddy, what do you... Buddy, your auger is in the tree. Not like a little bit either. This is the right combine. Where was he even harvesting, chat? Where the heck was this guy even at? What are your last waypoint? Where's your last waypoint, bud? I don't even know. 350 waypoints in out of 10,000. I don't know where. Where was he at that they started this collision? You were... No. No, this doesn't work, because that's not our... What is this crap? This is not where he was at. You know what, buddy? You can just go back to the first one. Because clearly something went sideways there. And clearly something's a little weird here. So we're just going to reset him. Yeah. Drive. Oh, I know. This guy needs to go the other way, actually, because that course goes down, right? Yeah, it's a 2-way, but we'll get him up here in the open land first. Then we'll turn him loose. Okay. So he's gonna reset, because how did he... Was he set to nearest waypoint in that first one I sent him up here, maybe? Because he should have started up here to begin with. But clearly he did not. Guess I'm glad we found that, because yeah, he was not set up right. Okay. All right, let's go. We got auto driver courseplay to mess with. We got courseplay to mess with. You know, I got the bunker working now. For the most part, that works well. The biggest thing I think I did learn, if you, at least on a server, if you're using like the Snowcat or a tractor with one of those silage blades, or maybe even the roller in the bunker, and you restart the server, or you leave the server with that running, it kind of crashes the server. You have to end up restarting the server eventually. Because, yeah, I had that happen the other day. I left the, I think it was the tractor with the blade. I left it running, and then I came back the next day, and that was the only thing that I did that was kind of weird. And the server was broken. I had to restart it, which is not the end of the world, honestly. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny, actually. So maybe just stop it before you leave. Would be my recommendation, maybe. That's all right. It's all good. All right. Still sucks. Yeah. Yeah, because typically, if the server's running, I'm very much under the mindset of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if the server's running good and it's letting people join, don't reset it. Now, once in a while I will, because I want to like add a mod, or I want to do something like that. But for the most part, if it ain't broke, I ain't trying to fix it. Sometimes I restart the machine just to restart that machine once in a blue moon. Typically that machine runs around the clock though. That's a 24/7 kind of machine right there. So it just does its job, man. It does its job well. I do have to update it to 11 soon. That's an eventual project. All right, so we are gonna, I'm assuming I'm gonna do it like I normally would, and I'm gonna send it there. But now can I do this? What's my working width of this head though? Because it doesn't know the header size. 13.7. So I have to turn that up because I don't have a header on here, right? 13.7. And we're gonna do that like normal. Do I have to do this? Maybe I have to do that now. I've never used, that's okay. I don't want it to start job. I want it to generate a course. Can I not generate a course because I don't have a head on? So how do I generate that course? Or can I do this instead? Load the course? I bet that's what I need to do. Start job? No, not start job. No. Okay, and then send it there with this. All right. Stand by. Have to have the course set up. Okay, so the course is set up. And then this is going to auto drive to the up there and then switch to course play. Okay. All right, so we are here for science chat. See if this is going to work. I'm here for this. So far, so good. It's on auto drive. We know auto drive works around this field, works well. So that's not an issue. All right. We're trying, chat, trying some stuff here. For science. Definitely. We are definitely sciencing right now, y'all. 100% sciencing. So, okay, we're on course. Oh my, okay, so it leaves the header right there. Okay, so this won't work for what we're doing then. If the header had its own cart or own wheels, this would work. So if we switch to the MacDon heads, this would work. But otherwise, this isn't going to work for us right now because that's our... I guess if we had a different auto drive spot, then you'd have to have a different auto drive spot for every combine. I'm absolutely shocked this worked. That's amazing. Honestly. That is truly amazing. Set up a parking spot, basically. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense, Jeff. Yeah. And yeah, that would, okay. I was today years old, chat, when I learned that this actually, I'm okay. It's crazy. Yeah. This is absolutely insane. You betcha. Got the rainbow and everything. More you know. I mean, the reel doesn't spin. Why isn't the reel working? Why isn't it harvesting? It's not even turned on. So, yeah. So if we switch to the MacDons, then we could just use this. And we wouldn't have to worry about it. Huh. Scooter, are you talking about the swathers or are you talking about the MacDon, like the header for the grain or for the combine? Because the header for the combine, it should. I just don't have one right now to be able to test it. one step closer to 100% automation. Yeah, we are. Yes, we are. Okay, so actually now I'm curious. With this macked on, will it do the same with this macked on? So we're going to have to do the same thing here. We're just going to load horse number 1 up. Then we're going to come in here. Wait, this doesn't have the same option, does it? It's not even in here. No. That's sad. Not surprising though. But if we had the Macdon heads for the combines, the Draper Macdon heads, that should work then. Which honestly, we're gonna switch those eventually anyway, because they just look way cooler. So that's not an issue for me, honestly. That is pretty sick. Or, like you guys were saying, we could set up like a parking spot on auto drive. Yeah. No, that's way cool though. That's way cool, actually. That's like the neatest thing since sliced bread. And sliced bread, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, was pretty neat. What did they do before sliced bread? Did they just like gnaw on a loaf? How's that work? Like tear it with your hands? I mean, I'm guilty of doing that before. That French bread mom used to make, we used to just dig into that sometimes. Yeah, that stuff was so good. I wish I had, I don't think I have a recipe for that. Mom used to make lasagna at least once a month, about once a month. She would make homemade lasagna where like all of it was homemade. I mean, she wouldn't make the pasta, but yeah. And then a homemade French bread, and she would make 4 loaves of this French bread. Somewhere we have special like French bread pans still. I guess we still have them. I don't know. And usually we would make the lasagna, let's say like on a Monday, but we wouldn't eat it till Tuesday night's dinner because it's way better after it sits a day. Not that there's anything wrong with it when it's fresh, but it was way better the next day. But she made her own sauce and everything. Super good. Golly, I miss those days. But any hoozles. Very surprised that worked, by the way. That's awesome that it does work, though. But yeah, with the Macdons, it'll definitely work. Whenever we get to upgrade combines on here, we'll upgrade to Macdons. They'll be a lot larger than what we have now, so. Because eventually, I don't know if we're going to stay green combines or if we're going to go red. Or if we go gold. Probably not gold. But yeah, we'll upgrade at some point, so. Yeah, it just lets the flavors kind of, you know, do their thing, right? Yeah, all that stuff is really good the next day. You betcha. Did I just break that combine, by the way? Sure did. What traffic jam do we have going on here, boys? Oh. Wait, where are you trying to go? You're trying to... Oh, somebody... I never fixed auto drive around this field. Hi, it's me, Chad. I'm the problem. I don't want to say fixed, but this is set up as a two-way course, and sometimes you run into issues where, you know, things are trying to go 2 ways on the course at the same time, and, well, obviously that don't work very well. Obviously. So, what I want is I want stuff to drive around the field empty that direction. from the road here to the north and then yonder. And the problem that we're having here is that this is a two-way route. So auto drive's like, hey, I need to go both ways here. I don't want it to go both ways. I only want it to go one direction. That's it. Only one. No collisions. Now, the guy in the river didn't help things. But the other two were definitely going to have a collision, so... yeah, that was going to happen. So we have fixed it now, and we should be good. It's kind of why I don't like two-way courses around fields, by the way. There's potential for issues, and I just don't, I don't care for that, honestly. So, yeah. I just don't care for it. So, chat, you'll have to remind me sometime when Dan's around to show him the thing with the combine. He'll like it. All right, send that guy over to 17, and then where's our combine at? Combine. We found our combine. All right, we'll ride with this guy. The other two should be unloaded soon. Not worried about that. How would you feel if Janky returned? Dude, bring it on, Sean. I mean, we had to deal with Angela last night. We can handle Janky. Angela is Angela. Janky was funny. Just saying. I hope they do bring it back, honestly. I was telling Dad yesterday, it's like, you know, I'm enjoying watching this season of Big Brother. But on the same hand, I kind of can't wait for it to be over. Because, like, I can't really stand, like, hardly anybody that's on the show right now. I can't stand the constant bullying from Rachel. You know, because she is. Rachel's a bully. That's all there is to it. She is a bully. And I cannot wait for her to get kicked off that show. And I guess, like, Kelly and Keanu are the only two that I would even remotely want to win. Everybody else is, I'm just not I don't know. Yeah, Sean, I don't know. Ends the 28th. Yeah. Like, I want to see the show. I want to see it through. But it's just like, I can't stand Rachel. I can't stand Vinny anymore. You know, Ashley's just as bad as Rachel, almost. Mickey's terrible. You know, it's just like, see, I don't know. Keanu, I don't think Keanu's, well, it was kind of dumb though to, like, I'm going to put my ally on the block. That was kind of dumb, but I don't know. I'm not, like, rooting for one person. Like, you know, normally I'll, like, gravitate to a person and be like, yeah, that's my person in the game. But this year, I don't care. It's kind of weird. That's true, Jeff. Yeah, Will is just... I really like how Will just, like, zones out and just goes, uh-huh. Like... I didn't mean to turn off Mansion. That's kind of funny to me. He just, like, can't wait to get out of there. Lauren or Morgan? Morgan's okay. Lauren, I don't see her as a winner. Saying. Yeah, not a big fan of Keanu, huh? My thing for Keanu is like, dude, you're dumb for not taking the shot at Rachel. She's going to take a shot at him. Like, if she would win, you know? The big problem, and I don't know, maybe I need to go back and watch some previous seasons, but it just feels like they all just need to shut up. They're all talking way too much. Like, you know, all you know, before Vito's even picked, they're like, well, I would use it on this person. It's like, why even show your cards? Whoever takes a shot at Rachel's the winner. If it works. She's a model for Kohl's and some other clothing places. I didn't know that. I know she's a online gamer. She has like, I think she's a Twitch streamer. So I guess like, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's like I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, like I cannot wait for it to be over. No, I think if Rachel's in the final two, she wins, Sean. Yeah. I really do. I mean, it is like it is. That's exactly what it is. It is a reality TV show, yeah. Competition show, sure. They're all the same. Yeah. It's all past Big Brother. Well, I won't watch Amazing Race probably. Dad'll probably like kind of make me watch it in a way, but it doesn't really interest me. I might watch it a little bit though if there's some Big Brother people on there I remember. Like he started watching the challenge last night. He's a big fan of the challenge, and I was like, I watched for a couple minutes. And I was like, I gotta go. This one's really bad. So yeah, I can't watch the challenge. I had stuff I wanted to do out here anyway. I was working on silage last night. Well, I mean, horseplay and auto drive was working on silage. I didn't really do much. I believe I was watching YouTube last night, or scrolled on my phone. That's what I was doing, but yeah, it was a good time. Off topic, why running over swath with harvester? So I used the Macdon swather to cut my beans into the swath, and now I'm using a special pickup head to pick up the swaths. And basically when you run over it with the Macdon, you're chopping the entire plant and making it into a windrow, and then when you come back with this header, you're picking up those windrows or swaths. And currently I'm separating the soybeans from the rest of the plant material, and by using this system there is a 25% yield bonus on these here soybeans. So I don't do it all the time, but I felt like doing it today, so that's why I'm doing it. So yeah. Oh, Angela's on Amazing Race? Barf. Wow. Angela won't make it very far on the Amazing Race. I don't think, anyway. Is this guy's like... Maybe that's his problem. I don't know, man. There's no fruit to avoid, but... Something's going on here. This thing's weird. Very, very strange. Alright, anyway, back to our swather pickup here in our combine. Now, if you notice, my capacity is going up here on my fill level. Now, I'm not just doing this for fun. I'm doing this to get me some more soybeans. I'm trying to put away some money before the DLC comes out next week, so gonna harvest beans today, and I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna plant corn or if I'm gonna plant beans next, but this dry corn's worth some good money on this map. Not as much as it used to be, but it's still worth some good money. But yeah, I'm doing beans, and soybeans do leave straw on this map now. This is Alma, Missouri. and picking up the straw currently too with a loading wagon that's running in the background back down by our homestead. So I don't know if I'm going to pick up all the straw because at some point it's going to become just a time issue because it does take a while to pick up straw. And I would like to get these fields well, I do have to lime them all, so that'll eat up some time. But yeah, eventually we'll have to just probably say bye-bye straw, not pick up all of it. But I'm going to try to do like this field and or not this field. The one at the homestead that's being picked up and probably the big one up here. If I could get at least those two fields picked up, I would feel, I'd feel pretty happy with that. To be honest. But yeah. And why am I driving in cab? Because I can. I normally don't, but with this pickup head, it kind of makes sense. So yeah. But it's all good. We in the backyard, yeah, it could be Sean. I just don't understand the love for Rachel that a lot of people show. She's a bully. If you really stop and look at how she acts and the things that she says, she is a bully. And I don't think that we should be celebrating bullies. You know, I really don't. She bullies everybody in that house. And, you know, she thinks that she's way better than everybody else. And that honestly drives me insane about her. And, you know, she acts like she's the only person that's ever won that show before. Spoiler. Hello, that makes a great ramp right to my windshield, doesn't it? But spoiler, she's not the only person to ever win that show. And that's exactly how she acts. Now, granted, I've never won the show, and that's fine, but I don't have near the attitude that she does. I don't have any attitude compared to her. So, yeah, I just, she's a bully, and she just needs to go away. And I don't understand why CBS would even bring her back. I know she's a fan favorite, but I don't get it, honestly. I don't get why we celebrate bullies. Because that's all she's doing to everybody in that house. Just saying. You know, it's running around the house, calling herself the queen. No. No. You're not the only one to ever win that show. Just saying. But anyway, that's my 3 cents on the whole deal. Unfortunately, bullies and people that are all about drama, you know, end up doing well, and I don't understand it. Don't understand it. You know, like when what's her name was giving Vinny some compliments, and then she's like, I need more wine. Like, just shut up, lady, you know. Conflict cell, yeah, they do.
Lizard, 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 lizard.
So do lizards. Black Cat, thanks for the bits. How's it going? Lizard, lizard. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sometimes if it's people are watching 2 different shows, really? Interesting, Sean. Interesting. She's probably one that doesn't see Rachel as a bully. She is, 100%. Just say it. People are watching. Interesting. I wonder what that means, Sean. Expect the unexpected. Oh, man. You know, even what's her name? Angela from last year, the way she bullied that guy. Like, week after week after week, she bullied him. And it's like, dude, shut up. Oh, yeah. Black Cat, it basically was the update getting ready for the DLC. The changelog is pretty small. Actually. And then they broke the construction menu on a bunch of maps, and then they fixed that with a hotfix Tuesday night. So at least that's working. Gotcha, Sean. Gotcha. No, I'm just saying I wonder what she means by that tweet. Like, what is she referring to? Because obviously there's meaning behind what she's tweeting. Just, I don't know what it would be. No. Alright, so this field is done. Let's go ahead and grab this guy and put him over here too. Because why not add to the chaos? Because why not? Let's go. Actually, they're about done. Okay. All these tweets are gonna be lit. Wow. The hot fix. I got you. Okay. Oh, the first guy's almost done. The second one's over there done. Which is fine. Scoot, I tried it after the hot fix, and I still couldn't get it to work on the server. I don't know. For single player, I think it's fine, though. But yeah. Next week's feeds will be full of chaos. Yeah, they're probably doing something then, Sean, right? Alright. Hopefully I can get a tipper here. I kind of forgot to empty this before I left the other field. So. Whoopsie. It's fine. Everything is fine. I can't wait for the comp where they go in and trash the house, Sean. That one's always funny to me. That's one of my favorite comps. And of course we have to have Zingbot at some point yet. He's always great. Good old Zingbot. All right, this here combine. Go back to the house. I was gonna jump in and help, but you know that first combine's almost done. So, what I'll probably do is send this guy to the combine parking, so he'll back in, so that header on there doesn't matter. And then what I'm gonna do is I'll grab this combine because he is done. He's on his last little, yeah, he's done. And then I will run this combine up here in this field, going backwards, working towards the other guy. Is what I'll do. So we can get this field done faster with 2 combines rolling here. Hello, cruise control. Let's go. They have an ant. I kind of wonder, Sean's conspiracy theory. I wonder if they make the ant problem for them on purpose. Like, is Big Brother just like, oh, here's an ant colony, shake, 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 you know, boom, ants. Because every year they have an ant problem in that house. Which I think is hilarious. The people are just, I guess, that dirty. I don't know. Every year, though, they have an ant problem, so I kind of wonder if that's just like production doing that at this point. Just saying. Because, you know, Rachel cleans the house all the time. Just ask her. She'll tell you. She'll bully everybody about it too. Anyway, who knows? I bet the diabolical limitation is to like Janky World or whatever. Because I assume that would start after the eviction tonight. And also could be to Jerry, because Jerry's going to start after eviction tonight too, right? So, I don't know. There would be something hilarious though if they got Rachel out next week so that she could just, because she flat out said she didn't want to sit in a jury house all summer. She made Keanu lasagna and did the dishes. Wow. She's still a bully. Construction menu is not broken. No, they did a hot fix Tuesday night. It's football night. Oh, it is football night, Barry. You're right. Are you ready for some football? Thursday night. Who's on tonight? Need to fix that spot. Whenever we do the big field, we're gonna fix stuff like that. We're not doing that tonight or right now, obviously, but eventually the big field chat. We're gonna go all the way from 13, 14 over here on the right, all the way to 19. Eventually. Just need to squirrel away a whole bunch of money first. So yeah. Dallas, Philly. Well, that'll be a dub for Philly tonight, huh? How about them cowgirls, you know? Wait, did I say that? Oh, yeah. It's better not let Leonard hear me talk like it. He'll get mad at me. Are you ready for some foosball? Oh, goodness. I might have to turn the game on after Big Brother tonight. So, yeah. Team Speak Watch Party. I'll be there when I can, Bear. Hopefully. House I don't know, Sean. You're hoping for a W for your wallet. Hey, you know, starting in December, Scoot, that stuff's legal in Missouri. And they are already advertising it so aggressively here. Like, it's always been a thing they've advertised, but it is out of this world how much advertising there is right now for sports betting in the St. Louis area. Unreal. It's nonstop. It's crazy, honestly. Yeah, it's insane. You can't turn the TV on. You can't turn a radio on. You can't anything. YouTube. It's everywhere right now in Missouri. Just absolutely beating it to death that we're gonna finally get sports betting here in Missouri. I don't know. I mean, I have my opinions on it, though. I'll keep it to myself, but I won't be participating. I guess I'll just say that much. But yeah. Part of the reason is I don't know enough about sports to confidently. I mean, I think it's probably fairly safe to say to bet on the Cowboys losing. But beyond that, I don't really, I don't follow sports super close. Casual at best. Definitely casual at best. I do really enjoy the TeamSpeak, like, sports watch parties. Those are quite fun. Especially when, like, Trent's 3 seconds ahead of everybody else and then he'll react and, like, spoil it. It's just the memories, chat. Or, like, mine's always way behind. Because I have Hulu and it's like 15 seconds behind all the time. So if we have a big game, if there's a big game and, like, our close game or something, sometimes we'll enact the no reaction rule. You're not allowed to react till 30 seconds later. delayed reaction rule, I guess we should say. It's quite fun, actually. Quite fun. And you know, the funny thing is it started because of Thursday Night Football. And then I had to not participate in the Thursday night ones because I used to stream over every Thursday night, so. Interesting. I guess I could participate again. Since I don't stream on Thursday nights anymore. But yeah, it started with Thursday nights. See, half of the thing is we all have to kind of be yelling at each other the whole time because those games on Thursday night for some reason are snooze fest a lot of times. At least they have been the past years, you know. So you gotta keep each other awake. There's definitely part of that, but it's all good. All right. Yeah, Chris, good afternoon. Firefighting Sim at night. I will be able to play it at like 5:01 or yeah, it should be 5:01 Central on Saturdays when I can start playing it. According to the embargo that they sent me, so I don't want to break that. I don't want to get in trouble. I want to have a good relationship, so I'm not going to push the boundaries, not going to put something out before I'm supposed to, so. But the plan is on Saturday, we're going to farm, and then eventually we're going to switch to that and do some firefighting on Saturday stream. So should be a really good time. Make sure you're there if you're interested. Saturday evening. PM. Yeah, so we'll stream Farm Sim in the day and then just go from Farm Sim and switch right into Firefighting Sim probably a few minutes after 5 o'clock Saturday. All right, somehow we have no tippers here. No tippers, chat. Well, kind of. We got one en route, two en route. That's kind of the one issue with running tippers is it can be a little slow sometimes. But we are good. We're done. So yeah, scum line's right here and we're done. And the reason it's 5 p.m. is it's based on a overseas time is what it actually is. So 5 p.m. for me, wherever that comes out to be, midnight overseas. I googled it to make sure that 5 p.m. was right. So I'll have to double check just to make sure. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to like mess up any like thing in the future. So I don't want to. I'll stick to the embargo. Because technically I haven't like signed anything or agreed to anything. So there's no like legal repercussions they could take. I don't believe. They could definitely like, you know, get a video taken down or whatever like that. But and then of course just not give me stuff in the future too. You know, that's definitely something they could do. And why push it? That's the way I see it. And we will be doing multiplayer as well on Firefighting Sim Ignite on Saturday. Got a couple copies of the game, so we're gonna test out the new multiplayer. Should be fun. Should be a good time. I'm hoping that other guys could drive the truck. I hope I don't have to drive the truck all the time. I don't know the answer to that yet, to be honest. I haven't tried multi yet. Even if I did know, can't tell you. But I legit don't know yet. So yeah. I have definitely played some of the game. And I want to play more. Let's just leave it at that. Have played some. Definitely want to play a lot more. I think with this firefighting game, as opposed to the last one, you know, I don't think it's a secret to say there's achievements. I think it would be fun to just go ahead and get the achievements while we're playing the first time instead of like going back later and getting achievements. It's typically I don't pay attention to the achievements when I first start playing a game, but I think it would be fun to go ahead and try to go for them. I do already have a couple from the little bit that I have played, so you betcha. All right. We are officially done. All the combines are empty. Beans are done, y'all. Beans, magic. Oh, that's not what I meant to push. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Just go home. We're going home. All right, I don't have any other tippers en route up here, right? Okay, you. I kind of want him just to, like, go play traffic blocker in the homestead. I'm going to send everybody home for right now, but I just need them to stop there, so. Go block up the traffic, buddy. Alright, so we can grab a combine. Get it folded up. And I want to wait for that tipper to go by because the combines are kind of slow and they take up the whole road, so. We'll let the tipper go by first. We're up to $300,000, by the way. It's pretty good. Now, I don't think... In fact, I know that 123, that's not all from straw. We did sell some crop earlier, but it wasn't a lot, so. A lot of straw. So that's good. Good. Go on by, buddy. Alright. You can go park. They're not going to go park, I don't think. There's going to be traffic in the homestead, which is perfect because I need to wash these. I need to repair them. I need to fuel them. I could just send them to the gate, I guess, to the entrance to the homestead, but we'll go ahead and send them to their parking spot. All right. We're folding. That's all the equipment that's up here. And nothing is heading back up here, so that's good. Right. 28,000 liters of beans. Get them dumped out. Now, we did have a few beans from that contract that we were doing earlier, so this isn't all from our fields, but a bunch of this is going to be from our fields. I'm hoping we have a fair bit. I honestly don't know right now, but we'll find out once we get everything hauled home. We'll wait for a minute to get our grand total. All right, what's next? We'll leave that one in there as a blocker in case I miss anybody. All right, double on the 8R. Which is totally an appropriate use for this tractor to pull double little wagons. Yeah. That's fine. Totally fine. Yeah. I'm glad we have these little wagons, though, because they came in handy today without having auto drive set up north. And really, there's no point to set up auto drive up north for auger wagons, because as soon as we buy a few things from the DLC, and then whenever we have money to buy the next field, we're buying the next field, and then we're going to combine. We can start working on the combining project. The problem is going to be like 25, 26, 27, because we have to buy 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Then we can come back here and buy those three. So that's going to kind of suck a little bit. That's okay. You've done worse than this? What do you mean? Oh, with like using a tractor for a small job? I have too. I've brush hogged with a quad track before, so with like a little 6-foot brush hog. The bot author actually raged about that one back in the day. It was quite funny. It was quite funny. Unfortunately, it was all deleted, but there was quite a chain of comments one night on YouTube. We'll just say that much. Back in the day, Farmston 15, I think. Buddy went off. The guy that made the little brush hog went off on me in the comments. And then I told some of my TeamSpeak crew, and so they went to the video and went off on the guy. It was hilarious. We sat back and just laughed. Because Buddy was just like totally out of pocket with his comments. And he was really angry. And there was a thread of about 40 comments probably in a YouTube video. And he ended up deleting his comment, which unfortunately deleted all of them. So it was kind of sad. But it's okay. It happens. It happens. All right, so I have a minute here before anything else gets back to the homesteads. We're going to go ahead and clean these up. Repair the tractor and get these refueled and all the stuff, chat. All this stuff. Yeah, he was raging, though. It was funny. Absolutely hilarious. But, you know, it happens. I think what he was really mad about was that I provided a link to, at the time, it was LS Mods or whatever was the site that everybody used. And he got grumpy about that I didn't provide a link to his Facebook. And, well, I get that, but I also didn't Facebook and still don't Facebook. I found it on the LS site. The LS site had a link to his Facebook, though. So, like, people could find his Facebook if they really wanted to. And, yeah, he raged hard. So, it's part of the reason I don't have much interaction with modders. That sometimes, you know, like, I get his point, but, like, to rage that hard in a YouTube comment section, like, bro, chill. Just saying. Tried to have 8 semi-trailers, huh? Can't imagine why that didn't go well. Interesting. Alright, that's gonna go park that. Ooh, no, we don't want you guys to go. No, stop. Combines. Bad combine. There was supposed to be traffic in your way that was gonna stop you. It didn't work. Nate, what's going on? How are you? Whoopsie. Oops. Nope. There we go. Grab that fuel. All right. So, Chad, I have 5 of these pickup heads now. Because I could have just bought 1 earlier to test. But no, I bought 5. I bought 3 of these, and plus I got other ones. Yeah, so I got 5 of them now. 5 pickup heads total. I only have 3 combines. So stuff happens. It's okay. It's okay. We are on Alma, Missouri. Great map, by the way. Especially now that the construction menu works. Great map. Oh boy. Not the map's fault the construction menu didn't work, by the way. At least I don't think it was, since, you know, they put out a hot fix for the game and it fixed it, so. That tells me it wasn't the map. But I'm not a mod author, mod maker, or anything like that, so I don't know. Not a game dev. Not sure if they know. But they got it fixed, so that's good. I guess. Alrighty. Header cleaned up. I do like the little shield there. I feel like once that gets scratched up, though, you're just done. You're not going to be able to see anything through it. I could be wrong. I don't know. Well, these combines are thirsty. We still need to go get our other one back out of storage and get him cleaned up, repaired, and refueled. They just look better when they're clean, you know? Not that they function any differently. There we go. These guys are in tab order. Actually, that header behind there is filthy too. We'll just take that with us. Let's clean the whole rig up. Got a grain head, got a pickup head. I mean, what more life could we want? Horn head. We could probably put that on top of the pickup head. Just juggle it all. Why not? Alright. Looks like we need that. Well, I'd say haul manure, but there's no manure being made here because, well, there's no cows here anymore. There will be water buffalo eventually, but for right now, there's nothing in that barn. Which is totally fine. Alright, more diesel. Never enough diesel. $3 to fix that? Okay. I can't see the header that's on the cart, but the header cart was $3, chat. I think we're gonna go broke now. Does $3 even buy, like, a little bit of grease out of a grease gun anymore? Like, I don't even know, man. To be honest, I don't think I've personally ever purchased a tube of grease for a grease gun. Dad always just would buy them at work back in the day. So I have no idea, honestly, how much a tube of grease actually costs. Not a clue. Usually Pops would get them from work because he'd get them at wholesale price instead of retail. So we get them a little cheaper. That's all right. Alrighty. Tried to do it with the mother bin. Filled it and it broke the game, huh? Interesting. Alright, we do have another set of tippers, but they're empty, so that's fine. Them cleaned up too. Hello. Oh, not working as intended. Yeah, everything's fine. We're good. Oh, hello. I forgot you were going to be there, Combine. Everything is awesome. Oh, man. We got a lot of little wagons to park. I already got one parked. 3 more. $12. So on our little John Deere, not the 7810, but the little guy, I should have taken a screenshot of it yesterday. But I think the update kind of broke something with that tractor. It's fixed now. But you know how that John Deere, the little John Deere, has the arms here for the bucket for the front loader? That front weight was attached to those arms, but it was above the above the hood. on that little John Deere. And I had to reset it to fix it. Or no, I didn't reset it. I unhooked it and then I moved it down by hand. But then when I came back in the server today after restarting the server, it was reset to the garage. Like to the shop. Which I thought was really odd. Yeah, I should have taken a picture of it. It was weird. It was very weird. That's that little, whatever that little John Deere. I forget what it is now. 30 something. Little guy. I was like, this is very strange. Very, very strange. But yeah, tapping around this morning. I'm like, wait a minute, what are you doing at the shop? I left it in the shed here at the homestead. Wait a minute. Alright, send this guy to park. Gonna move the 8R in here because it's gonna be in the way now. Man, I should have washed that plow when I put it away. I did that. Hi, Chad, it's me. I'm the problem. Alright, let's go grab another wagon. We must park all the wagons. We are done with them for now, so. Don't use them very often, but man, they are handy to have around, you know? That's all there is to it. They are handy. Definitely nice to have around. We have no equipment out besides the loading wagon. Okay. All right. So for those of you that haven't seen this, when these wagons, when I send them to park, this is what they do. They drive into this building, then back in at a roughly a 45-degree angle, and park along that wall, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Same thing with all these grain carts. They do that too. And yes, we own 5 grain carts. We have our reasons. We have our reasons. Alright. And then they each have their own parking spot assigned to the wagon itself too. That's how you do that. It's pretty sweet. And then some of our tractors have parking, not all of them do. So for instance, this one does not. But some of them do. Alright, put this guy over here. It's usually where we put tractors. All of our seeders have parking spots. I think all of them do, right? Okay, the Kinseys have parking spots. The other ones don't. So that's fine. The big tractors do in here. The lime spreader, the chopper, they all have assigned parking spots. Oh, Tomcat. Alright, so this guy's about done. They do like to steer a lot. I'll say that. Wait, this one has a parking spot. Oh, it's the put away. Okay. Yeah, it's not really a parking spot. It's kind of a parking spot. It just gets it here to the house, to the yard. Tractor. All right, I guess we're to lime spreading, right? So I'm purposely not spreading lime on 6. I'm doing a little bit of science on that. And I had to catch myself because I almost limed it yesterday before I plowed it. Because of course it had corn in it, so it had to be plowed. So but yeah, the rest of these fields we are going to go ahead and lime. So we're just doing a little science on 6 for right now. For science. Just get this out of the way too, I guess. Huh? Just to get this out of the way, if nothing else. I saw a spreader like this yesterday. It was zipping around the town we were in Illinois yesterday. It was flying down the road. Although I guess it was a little different because it had different size front and back tires. The front tires were smaller. So it wasn't quite the same machine, but it was pretty cool nonetheless. And he was flying too. He was going down like a city street at like 30. So, or however fast he was going, he was rolling. Oh, here's that little tractor I was talking about. 3650. That front weight was literally right up here on top of the hood, right above the front loader arms. It was odd. Matt, what's going on? How are you? Greens. Oh, man. Matt, I tried Alma, or not Alma, Judith Plains again the other night. I was impressed. I got it to work a lot better than it was before. I miss that map. I really do. Really, really do. Wonder what the top speed is IRL. Probably pretty similar to what it is in the game, 32. It went all right, Matt. Yeah, we jumped on server and we used the easy dev control mod to get rid of all of our bales. Well, after Dan turned in his cotton bales finally, because he still had cotton bales on his trailer from like forever ago. And then it ran okay. It still ran like real hard on Scoot's computer. So we're not going to go back to it right now anyway, but on like my end, I would consider going back, to be honest. I enjoyed it quite a bit. We just did like a soybean contract. We didn't really do much, but no, I could see playing that again. I still think the map needs an update. I maintain that. I still think it does, because, you know, it never got one. It was supposed to get one and it never did, so. Not like a major update anyway. I know it had that little one, but yeah. It's all good though. Yeah, so, you know, pretty close to Farm Sim, right? Pretty close. DJ disappeared again. I gotcha. It's a shame because it's a great map. It just needs, you know, some little tweaks here and there, and it could be. It already is a good map, though. It's a lot of fun. Lots of fun. All right, so we're just putting down a dusting of lime out here, chat. And you know, the big thing with keeping our precision score, which, by the way, if you guys haven't seen it, we're currently at a 99 overall, and I think the only reason we're at 99 instead of 100 is because of 17. It is our newest field, although we do have some 99s. It's pH again, or it's nitrogen. That's pH. Either way, we're at a 99 overall. And the longer we own fields, the better it gets. And then, of course, you know, once we buy a field, it takes a bit of a hit, but it's all good. We'll get it figured out, you know. We'll get our 1 ... eventually on there, because they, for some reason, didn't code in 100. The number literally goes to 1 ... which doesn't make sense. It should be 2 dots, but anyway. Yeah. So anyway, we'll get that eventually. I'm not too worried about it. Field 2 is probably, or field 6 over here. The PA, or the nitrogen, is hit just slightly. That's probably because of those silly lines, which we're gonna try to get rid of those. I'm no longer liming that field, and I no longer want to fertilize that field. Like, I'm going to plant corn over there probably and not fertilize it to try to get the field to even out. Because what that is that's still from the tram lines from when we bought field 6. 15 has them, you know, 12. So I'm going to try with field 6 just to not fertilize and not lime, but still plant corn over there. The yield is going to be awful, but I want it to look better on the map. And then if that works over there, especially on the lime side too, I'm going to try it in this field where I just don't lime for a while and try to get rid of these over applied areas. Those are field boundaries, old field boundaries. And it over applied like massively. So we're going to science in 6. And then if it works, we'll do the same thing over here. Just plant, not fertilize, not lime. It'll probably take a couple plantings to get that down where it should be. Really, I need the pH just to go to like, you know, 450 is what I need. And then I'll fix it from there, which would be very time consuming, probably expensive, but whatever. It would look a whole lot better on the map anyway. Just make it really bad and then we'll fix it. That's kind of my thought right now with the fertilizer or the nitrogen and the pH both. Just make it bad and we'll make it better. So yeah. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and just keep liming this field like we have been because we know it works. It looks like crap on this on the chart, but it does work. So we'll just keep on keeping on. I heard that football's back tonight. Yeah, I didn't know that till earlier. Bear was talking about it. And good old Thursday night football. Go Cowgirls. It's so nice that America's team's playing on the first night of the NFL. It's so nice. At least all of us can come together and just be like, yeah, go Cowboys, our team, America's team. I'm so happy about it. I don't really care that much, honestly. I do think it's funny that they call themselves America's team. They're all American teams, so I don't quite understand that. Tonight, I don't care. Not the Cowboys. Honestly, I just don't want Jerry Jones to win. Just if Jerry Jones can, like, if the Cowboys just lose every game, I'm fine with that. Just because of Jerry Jones. For no other reason, all right? Oh, man. Because Jerry Jones is buddies with Stan Kroenke, and they're both, yeah. That's all we're going to say. I don't want Jerry Jones coming after me or Stan Kroenke, because they definitely watch the stream, Or wait, no, they don't. Definitely not. We should have got a lime spreader going a long time ago, chat. We could have had this running like forever ago. Oh well, that's okay. Right? Chat. I can't wait to sweet. We're gonna sell eggs today before we leave, chat. Oh, and the other thing, when do the wood chips sell? I'd like to get those sold today too. Maybe we don't worry about lime and we do some fast time in chat. What do you think? Because we can lime whenever. We have 691,000 liters of soybeans, chat. 691,000 liters. That's amazing. Maybe let's get this field done, then we'll fast time. How about that? I can work on the other ones later. It doesn't matter. Fast timing is going to take a while because we got to feed the chickens and move the eggs and Although honestly, don't tell Dan. If we get, which we will, get eggs past November, they're just going to get loaded up and sold. They're not going to storage again. I don't feel like doing that, I'll be honest. And then when does our butter sell too? I think butter's in the winter. It's right in front of my nose here. There we go. Yeah, it's January. So butter, I will have to move at some point. We're at 88,000. So, yeah. we're having a bit of a butter crisis right now. I'm trying to get rid of this old milk that we have, so we can change our buffalo to buffalo mozzarella. We're still just making butter right now, though. But we are gonna change it all. Change it all. Just have the eggs automatically sell. I don't have anything for that, dog. I don't. If there's a mod for that, I don't have it. Our chicken coop doesn't do that. I don't have anything for that. So ideally, we would save up our eggs and sell them once a year when they're a higher price. But with having 30,000 chickens, even at a low price, a trailer load of eggs was worth like 120 grand. You know what I mean? So, like, that's fine. The shipping thing does it that I have for sheep? Huh? Does it? It's a factory. That's not the thing I'm looking for. Wait, those aren't the droids we're looking for. Is it not show up in factories? I thought it did. Animals? Sheep. That does not. Chickens? Oh, there is one for eggs. Oh my god, do you think that would keep up with 30,000 chickens? There's no shot, right? There's no shot that would keep up. I mean, we can turn it up, because it does, the production control mod will turn that up. I don't think it could keep up, though. We can try it. It'll probably be in the way of auto drive, though. We can definitely try it. Alright, I didn't realize there was one for eggs. Even though I think we've used it now that I see. Yeah, we'll get this field done, then we'll mess with that. How about that? Because we do have 208,000 liters of wheat to feed the chickens, so we are definitely going to get some more eggs before everything's all said and done, so you betcha. But yeah, we'll get this field done first. KFC's about to have a sale, Chad, on family buckets. You betcha. We're gonna bring back the KFC buffet, baby. Although they didn't have chicken on their buffet, did they? Didn't you have to order the chicken and then you could eat, like, order the buffet and it was like all your sides? Or did they have chicken, but they didn't have chicken strips? So I would have to order chicken strips and then the buffet. I can't remember now. I think I've only ever been to a KFC buffet once. And it was in Alton, Illinois, actually. Kimmy, what's going on? How are you? Oh, what's popping? I'm at 1%. I'm going to go for refill, chat. Best KFC side? Potato wedges. Prove me wrong. Or the mac, or no, not the mac and cheese. It's okay. Mashed potatoes and gravy, probably. Probably. Because I'm not a big corn guy or green bean. I mean, green beans I'll eat. CBM, what's going on? I loved their tater wedges back in the day, though. I would eat way too many of them things. You keep forgetting I'm on early on Thursdays. Yep, I'm here. Hello. What's poppin' with 6? Hope all is well. I'm pretty sure they actually brought back the wedges recently. I think they're back right now, Kimmy. Yeah, or they're coming back real soon, yeah. I'd heard something about that as well. My TikTok, of course, because I've watched one or two, but they like, it likes to show me like upcoming fast food releases, even though I don't eat fast food anymore. I need to scroll past, but I kind of like, ooh, that sounds good. I'm never going to get it, but it sounds good. I do that way too much. Way too much, but that's okay. You've always had them? Oh, they went away for a long time, Jeff, here. Sometime in August, yeah. I'll tell you what, the Walmart deli has a pretty good potato wedge, actually. Sounds weird, but it's true. Bringing a veggie burger? I haven't heard that one. Haven't heard that one, Kimmy. Probably be on my TikTok later today. Notice I'm not saying it out loud so that it doesn't know. Dad poked his head out here last night and told me a story from the local news that he saw online. And I said, wow, that's crazy. I haven't heard about that. I kid you not. I opened TikTok a few minutes later and it was on my TikTok. The same news story from a local, like, news agency. Who goes to McDonald's for veggies? I don't know. Not me. I don't go to McDonald's at all. I had a fry from McDonald's the other day and thought I was going to die from the salt. Wow, Nate, how dare you? You know, I'm trying, buddy. I'm working on myself quite a bit here. On a journey. It's all a big mental game is what it really comes down to, honestly. And it's not easy, you know? We're working on it though, man. Jeez. Nate just said, not to be rude. Or he said, sorry, with all due respect. That's what Nate just said. I said with all due respect. For the record, that doesn't mean you can say anything. If you say with all due respect. Oh, man. Don't we all, Nate? Don't we all? I know I did. That's okay. All right. Just wow. He said, bless your heart, is what he just said. That's what I heard anyway, you know? Oh, you know what? That guy's done. All right, so chat, the loading wagon picked up all the straw, so now we're going to change him to the right side of the course, and we're going to tell him to go start again. So now he's going to do the whole other windrow is what he's going to do now, so. You betcha. You betcha. Tomcat, I can't see it, but okay. I need to get those extensions of my browser so I can see what the heck you're on about all the time. I can see it if I look over at the stream, but it's kind of tiny over there, but I can kind of see it. Yeah. You betcha. All right, back and forth chat. So if nothing else, today we learned that you can send a combine on auto drive, have it switch to course play, hook up its own header from a header trailer, or preferably one with wheels, like, you know, a Macton or a John or a case, I should say, and then have it start harvesting. We learned that today, chat. It's kind of wild. Actually insane. I'm looking forward to buying the other headers now so we can actually use that. We could use it if we set up like a parking spot, basically, at each field in auto drive. Probably not going to do that because that would just take up a ton of room. And some of these fields, we don't have any room to be doing that. So, you betcha. All right, so I don't know how much money he's made us so far, but I mean, I do kind of keep spending it on things. Repair, fuel, lime. But Buddy's making us money with that straw. Again, I don't think I'm going to pick up all the fields, but I'll definitely pick up a few of them. The big ones. The big ones, because why not? I should probably pick all of them up, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to plant corn in 6. What should I plant in the rest of the fields, chat? Remember, we're trying to maximize our money. So it's like really either corn for dry corn or soybeans at this point, I feel like, right? Either way, we use our Kinsey, which is fast-ish. So that's good. Yeah. I could just do corn everywhere. I do like corn. It's corn. It's the big clumpy knobs, Jed. It's got the juice, you know? Just saying. We could do a lot of corn. I would be okay with that. I do like a lot of corn. Just saying. Although we don't have 3 corn heads for our combines. I don't know if I want 3 corn heads, to be honest. I probably do eventually. Sounds like a corny idea. Boy, that's just regular old knee slapper right there, you know? Regular old knee slapper. Man. Hey, Kimmy, what do you think of that tractor I posted in Discord? For some reason, I want Kimmy's opinion. It's a beast. General channel. Third to newest post. It's a beast. I think I need to buy it. There actually were a couple of big tractors at that sale too. There was a couple of Versatiles. Big ones. Like articulated, 8-wheel drive, you know. Big ones. Oh boy. That's, yeah, kind of the point, Kimmy. That thing makes 12 horsepower to the drawbar. It is green. Yeah, I kind of want to own a green tractor, I'll be honest. I mean, I still am very partial to my orange tractors, but I've kind of always wanted a green one too. So, yeah. Too much power. Oh, man. Come on, that would be fun. It'd be a fun little tractor, right? It needs tires, but the thing that makes me nervous on the auction site, it just says needs work. So I don't know if that means tires, because obviously the tires are junk. The fronts might live. The backs are junk. I would put a pretty tall tire on there with a pretty tall, like, tread. Yeah, like a little bit. Maybe a little bit taller sidewall tire, but then like a one with real good tread on it. Make it look kind of beefy, you know? Be kind of sick. And then, of course, a chrome straight pipe with a flapper. Is there any other way to have an antique tractor? I mean, come on. There's no other way. I just got to win this Powerball first, chat. And then we'll be good. We'll be good. Just got to win that Powerball. $1.7 billion. That's insane. Actually insane. Okay, did my camera just freeze or did, like, Casey just stop in front of my house for some reason? I can't tell. Oh, my camera's froze. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. The timestamp's not running, so. Assuming they froze. If your daughter wins, she'll give you $1 million. That's it. See, honestly, I don't know that I would just go around and hand people a bunch of money. I would take care of people, but I don't think I would just go around and give people money. Mr. Perfect Interference. I don't know, everything, all my Wi-Fi like locked up, all the cameras locked up at the same time. It was kind of weird, not gonna lie. I can see 3 right now, and they all locked up at the same time. That's strange. But yeah, I don't think I would just go around and hand people a bunch of money. You know, like, sure, I would buy... I'd probably buy my siblings, like, houses, but I wouldn't... They wouldn't be their houses, they'd be mine. I'd rent them to them for, like, $1. Just so, like, taxes and stuff are all in, you know, I would... They wouldn't have to pay for that stuff, you know? Maybe not the one sibling, but, you know. Who am I kidding? We're just gonna build a compound somewhere. buy a couple 100 acres. And everybody can have their own house. That's fine. Or not. I don't know. I don't know about that part. I would definitely have a gate in front of my house, you know. As I said the other day, you could eat off the regular menu at McDonald's, so. That's all you asked for. I got you. Yeah, I don't know about just giving people money. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, there's some people in my life that are really bad with money. And I definitely would not want to give them money. I would want to help them in other ways. Like, you know, maybe pay off their house or buy them a house or buy them a vehicle or something like that. But I don't think I would want to just... Honestly, I'd probably like find somebody that could help them, teach them about how to not throw away all their money all the time, you know? Like that kind of stuff I would want to do more than just, hey, here's a wheelbarrow full of cash, you know? I don't think I'd want to do that for like pretty much anybody. So yeah.
L3FT43 at Cheerdex 100. I don't mean to brag, but cashiers are always checking me out.
All right, Left, thanks for the bits. Well, exactly, Kimmy, yeah. Well, I mean, the biggest thing with the whole lotto, you know, is just don't tell anybody. You know, I even said something to Dad yesterday. I'm like, all my cousins would be calling me up and stuff. And it's like, I don't have a relationship with any of my cousins. You know, it's like, I don't talk to any of you now. So why would I talk to you then, you know? And if the shoe was on the other foot, if one of my cousins won, I wouldn't call them. It's not my money. Why would I call them, you know? If they wanted to do something, cool. But otherwise... They don't owe me nothing. I don't owe them nothing, you know? That's the way I see it. So. What up, cuz? Now, if they call me up and they want to go bowling, I'm down. You know? Hey, cousin. You want to go bowling? Oh man. Oh, 100,000%, Kimmy. Like, you know, most people are like, oh, I need the money now. I want the money in 2 weeks. I want it now. No, you hire a good lawyer or two. You hire some financial planners. You don't go and cash that check right away. No, you don't even claim it right away. You wait, get your ducks in a row first. Now, at least in Missouri, you can remain anonymous. That's not in every state. So at least in Missouri, we have that going for us. You know, in some states, you have to go in front of the camera and like, here's your name. It's like, no, God, no, that would be terrible. So at least Missouri, we can remain anonymous. And so that's good. That's real good. It should be, yeah. It really should be. Yep. Yeah, I don't know why they make people go in front of cameras. Like, I guess I get it because they want to show that actually people did win, but no, if you're that person, no. Wear a disguise, shave your head before you go on or something. It'd be like if I went on, I'd shave my beard, not wear a hat, you know, shave my head, wear one of those like Mr. Potato Head glasses with the nose thing, you know, something. Oh man. Or, you know, this day and age, you might be able to get away with wearing like a COVID mask. That would help. Wear a hat, thick sunglasses, COVID mask. Oh man. You know, maybe if you're not like a bigger person, you go get you like one of them fat suits to wear. So, you know. I'm not Luke Combs though. That's the thing. I'm not. Would I rather win and have to show my face or not win at all? I think I would rather win and show my face than not win at all. The only thing about winning and having to show your face is you have to start over. You would have to leave wherever you're from for at least a while. You know, in my case, you know, there's I don't know a ton of people, but a ton of people know my last name because my dad has been very public for years selling lawnmowers. My brother, same deal. There's a lot of people that know the family, and so they would, you know, figure it out, right? And yeah, you just have to start over. You'd have to go start another life somewhere. You know, move to another state, maybe go to another country for a while, something like that. You'd have to disappear. Yep. Start going by a different name. Yeah. Mr. Perfect would be my best friend, probably. Jeff's gonna go take a nap. Jeff, we'll catch you later. Drive safe tonight. We'll catch you later. Have a good night. Yeah, I can go hang out in Bora Bora for a while. Yeah. Exactly. And then hire like, see, if you couldn't remain anonymous, I feel like you'd have to hire security to like be around you all the time and deal with, because there's gonna be people, you know, there's gonna be people that show up at your house and like just all that, you know. Yeah, I'd go by John with an H. Exactly. Different person. But yeah, John with an H though. That would be who I'd go by. Or what I'd go by. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, remaining anonymous would really be the only way to. It would be so much better, yeah. Oh, there would be so many people, Kimmy. Yeah, your cousin's uncle's aunt's best friend sent me over, you know. There's a couple, you know, the exes would show up, the brother's exes would show up, you know, all those people would show up, yeah. Yeah, they would all show up. I guarantee it. People do crazy stuff when they think they can get a bunch of money, you know? Yeah. Crazy. Crazy stuff. So, yeah, remaining anonymous would be great. The problem for me would be that I would want to buy some farmland and people would know that I have money because I would probably offer too much for some farmland because it has family ties, you know? So, BMW girl may come back. Yeah, maybe she needs a new BMW, you know? I could take care of that if I won. I wouldn't, but I could. Oh, man. Yeah, you never know. Yeah, some of that farmland, Kimmy, like the ground my dad's cousin owns, farms. He's like almost 90. That was our first like immigrant with our last name. Our first immigrant bought that land. So absolutely, I would want to get that land back in the and keep it in the family because probably his kids have never had an interest, as far as I know, in the farm. None of them help him out. Nobody ever shows up and cuts the grass down there. Nothing, right? Like he does it all by himself. And so as far as I know, his kids are not interested in the farmland, which tells me as soon as he's gone, the first developer that comes and knocks on the door and offers them, you know, stupid amounts of money per acre, of course they're going to take it. You can't really be mad at them for taking it because it's going to be stupid money because it's high ground that doesn't flood, not far out of town. It'll be, and it's on a corner, like between two roads. So it'll be stupid what that land will bring someday. I would love the opportunity. I just don't have money, honestly, to buy that land. And then, like, you know, I would agree to Dad's cousin because, you know, he's very adamant to not let it be houses. I would be perfectly fine signing like a 99-year agreement or something. I'm not going to live that long, but, you know, have some kind of agreement that I'm not going to sell it for houses or at all, honestly. So, and then Grandpa's farm, you know, the farm Dad grew up on, I'd love to get all that back. It was 180 acres. Plus there's another piece there that Dad's cousin actually owns. That's next door. There's two fields there. Well, it's one field now. But that was also owned by family from back in the day. So that would be, what, 200 and... I don't know if that would be 250 acres or so right there down by the farm. I'd love to get all that back. And I'd probably try to buy some other land too, because that's not quite enough. You know, if I was really trying to do it, and then like, you know, buy some equipment and farm it. So I'd probably try to buy... I don't know. I wouldn't want to farm like 10,000 acres or anything. I'd want to keep it fairly like reasonably sized, but maybe 1,000, maybe 2. I wouldn't want to go too much bigger than that, you know? Too many headaches then. And if I had that kind of money, I don't need headaches, you know? Like, I'm just doing it for fun. I don't need headaches. If you have that kind of money. Well, not a lot of people want to farm, especially with the way that farming is going with, like, inputs are so high and like, return is nothing. I mean, I know the old joke has been for a long time, oh, poor farmer shows up in his new $70,000 truck. Well, there's not going to be too many new $70,000 trucks for a while, you know? Farmland is outrageous. Cash rent has gotten stupid high. Land prices has gotten out of control. And, you know, inputs are just going up every year and prices on your, you know, what you grow is just going down. So it's starting to become tough to be a farmer here, you know. Honestly, don't get me wrong. There's still plenty of guys that are doing it, but you know, every once in a while you hear the story. Oh yeah, the bank called and No, that's it. That's it for Fred. No more farming. They won't loan him the money anymore because he couldn't pay it. So, yeah, it's kind of a problem, honestly. But yeah, and it's very difficult to get your foot in the door. Too. I mean, you can't afford to buy land, so they're getting rich. Yeah, not right now, anyway. Dirt is worth more. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. What's happening? But yeah, it's just, it's, you know, the equipment cost is outrageous. The land prices are outrageous. Like, as a new, you know, if I wanted to go start a farm today, it's just not feasible. You'd have to have a hell of a good job to be able to afford to dabble in a little bit of farming, you know? And you're darn sure not buying any land for a while. First off, land doesn't really come up for sale around here very often. Like, hardly ever. So usually what happens here is, like, if land actually does get sold here, it's usually sold to somebody who's been renting it for 20 years. You know, Zach's family is a perfect example of this. They just back in the spring, I think it was, or over the winter, they bought a piece of land that they literally have been farming for like 20 years.